Hi there, what's your name? That's a great name, but I'm gonna call you Pal. Okay, Pal, I'm gonna walk you through the basics of setting up a snowboard rental package. As with everything in snowboarding, it all starts with the boot. So you're gonna wanna get the proper measurement of the customer's foot size. Once you have their correct foot size, you can bring out the corresponding snowboard boot. You can maybe be a little gentler than that. Some customers spook easily. Once you get the boot on the customer's foot, you're gonna want to inform them that it's gonna fit a little bit tighter than their normal shoe or sneaker. This is normal and it has to be that way because they need to have the support while turning their snowboard. Once they start turning the bows to figure out if this is the right boot for them, it should take a few turns and they should start to feel the boot getting snugger. If they don't, the boot may be too big. If the boot is too small, they'll probably let you know anyways. Talk to the customer. You're probably a people person. Find out how the boot feels for them. If it feels great, you're ready to move on to the next step. Now that you have the customer in a perfectly fitting boot, you're going to want to get them into an equally perfectly fitting binding. Luckily, this is easy with the Head Snowboard's 4D color coding system. All we're going to do is match the color coding on the binding to the color coding on the boot. In this case, the color coding is red. This is important to get this match right, and it's very important to the customer having a good experience. If the binding is too small, they're going to have toe drag and eat snow. This is neither a satisfying meal nor a fun experience. If they don't have a big enough binding, they're going to have no power transmission in their toes. Now that you have a perfect boot binding combination figured out, it's time for the final and most exciting step in the process, picking the customer's snowboard. With the Head 4D system, the width of the snowboard is already predetermined, so the only thing left to figure out is the length. You're going to want to talk to the customer. I know after all this time talking, you may begin to feel slightly attracted to them. You should keep those feelings under wrapped until the end of the process. The more experienced customer will probably tell you what size snowboard they want to ride. The new or beginner customer, you may need to help. You're going to want to take into account factors like height and weight. Based on their height and weight, you may want to pick a board somewhere between the chin and lower neck range. In my case, that would be the 154 in the red color code. Now that we have all the bits and pieces together, it's time to assemble it. Assembling the Head rental system is easier than finding a date on Tinder. And unlike this video, it's completely tool-free. The first thing you're going to want to do is clear some space to work with. Lay the board flat on the table and place the bindings outside the discs. Next, talk to the customer. Find out if they're goofy or regular, this meaning left foot or right foot forwards. While talking to them, you're going to want to ask if they have any preferred angles. If they're not sure what they want their angles to be, you can set them up with something common. A common stance used by many snowboarders is 15 in the front and -9 in the back. The great part about setting up Head snowboards is that they're all twin tip. Twin tip means the nose and the tail are exactly the same, so however you set it up, it really makes no difference. Now that you have the bindings attached to the board, you're going to want to explain to the customer how their equipment is going to work once they get to the mountain. The most important thing to explain is how to get the customer's foot in and out of the binding with ease. To do this, simply use the release levers to open the binding. Now that the binding is open, you're going to want to take the boot, place it in the binding with the heel all the way against the heel cut. Now, you can put the straps back over the boot, feed the ladder into the mouth, and crank down to your desired tightness. The same thing can be done with the toe strap. If the length of the strap is too long or not long enough, it can be adjusted using the lever on the opposite side. Congrats, pal, you've just changed somebody's life, and now they're ready to snowboard. If you've been hiding those feelings of attraction for the customer, now would be a good time to ask for their phone number. You can take them on a nice date. I would recommend somewhere better than Red Lobster. You've got more class than that. Good luck!